Well, Ryan, welcome to D.C.
That's awesome, man. I'm really looking forward to the future.
So if you want to go up to the top, you may only get one shot.
Oh, thank you.
Ovi, all-timer right there.
Yeah. Just want to make our mark well known.
Big players come out with big moments.
With the 8th pick, Washington selects Ryan Leonard from the U.S.
The Capitals falling to 35, 37, and 10.
It was not the season we hoped for.
By getting elite talent high in the draft would be something that could really rev this retool up much faster than ever.
Big night tonight for the NHL and the Washington Capitals.
The number 8 overall selection in the 2023 NHL Draft.
Washington was able to hold on.
Caps will have the 8th overall.
The Caps get their first top 10 draft pick in 16 years.
Our guys are excited about the depth of this draft. We'll get a good player in 8th and a player that we can build around. And we'll do a lot of homework here down the stretch and see what we can come up with and hopefully make a good pick.
We keep it original. Don't want that all typical.
So we're going to start on the main list. Obviously, not everybody has seen everybody for the most part, with the exception of probably 2 or 3 people in the room. So you can only comment on the guys you know, and that's the way it is. But we always together as a group try to come up with a really good list here. It's always a group effort at the end of the day. So we've got Reinbacher, Leonard, Gauthier, Barlow, and Yagon.
Tough to say, but I have Leonard.
You have Leonard?
Yeah, Leonard.
Barlow. Leonard.
For sure.
How many bare knuckle brawls are there to get the guys that your scouts want in the right spot?
Yeah, it's interesting because they're all very competitive guys. They all played hockey at high levels and they all think their list is the right list. And yet, you're going to have 13 or 14 guys coming with these different lists, but they're actually really respectful to each other. I mean, they'll discuss and they'll disagree, but at the end of the day, they know that's, we're making one list and it's a Washington Capitals list, and we'll go with that and we'll have a good draft and make some good picks. Okay, Leonard and Barlow, how do we compare them?
Really comparable. I mean, both guys probably play their second line and score and play power play and maybe don't have these championship caliber players.
I think Leonard has a better chance at doing what he's doing now in the NHL. And I see Leonard as there's more dimensions to his game.
Anticipation hangs in the air.
Keep going. Nice to meet you. Ryan. Ryan McClellan. Ryan.
Nice baby.
Ryan. Let's go. Tim. Ryan. 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 How's it going, Ryan?
Great.
How many interviews?
20.
20?
Yeah. Yeah, 20 total.
Just read, your dad played in the NBA.
No. Drafted. Tried his best. He never made it.
Okay.
Played a couple summer league games, but he's 6'2" as a small forward, so kind of tough.
I was going to say, you and your brother, you're not exactly NBA size.
No. I really don't know his basketball. I probably should ask him one day and just dissect his basketball career.
Take an interest in us.
Yeah, I know he is. I know he's in the Hall of Fame at Manhattan for the most consecutive free throws. Because we got a little plaque on her.
I heard you're the second best golfer on the US team.
Who's number 1?
Smith, apparently.
No chance.
I'm reading it right here. Smith is the best golfer.
Got it wrong.
Whomever you select at 8, how many times will one of your scouts, you in particular, or Steve, anybody else, how many times will they have been seen in person?
Yeah, it's, there's obviously Steve and myself going everywhere, to watch players. And then usually we have a kind of a primary, secondary area where if we picked a guy from Ontario or our Quebec scout will have seen him also, in addition to Steve and myself. And then some of them you might see at tournaments too, but probably anywhere between about 60 to 80 reports will be filed on that particular player that we're going to take.
Basically what we are requested to do is see each team twice. So it's a difficult time because of the short span that you're in, but you have to go watch a lot of hockey games, and that's one of the things that we enjoy the most is getting out there, watching those teams and hoping to find that next one for the Washington Capitals.
I've seen you play a lot, so shooter, physical guy. What other elements in your game do you think we maybe don't appreciate as much?
Compete level, I think.
I appreciate compete level. We appreciate that.
All right, I thought you'd say that though. Probably my leadership. Consider myself a pretty good leader. Probably can ask anybody on the team or organization. Kind of carry myself that way. Kind of like to have a voice kind of anywhere I go, but at the same time, respect others if they want to do stuff like that. I think I'm a guy that likes to lead by example, but also have like a voice in the room, and like if people need to talk to me, I think I'm a guy that they can rely on.
And you also said that you're never satisfied.
Yeah.
So when you watch video, tell me about like what you watch. Are you critical of yourself?
I think I'm pretty critical. I kind of always want more of me. But like what I said, like I'm never satisfied. Like I had a great year this year, but it's kind of like it's in the past now. So it's kind of like what I can do to prove myself next year. Especially after this year, you're going to be top prospect in the draft. There's going to be a lot of like noise around you, so you got to prove it. But yeah, I always want more.
How did you deal with the pressure of knowing eyes were on you?
Take it as a compliment. Not a lot of guys get to say that. But if you take it as a compliment and use that energy, I feel like that's kind of like where I feed off of, and kind of that's like when my game's at the best.
Have you been watching the Stanley Cup playoffs though? Well, what do you learn when you watch it?
Big players come up at big moments, and then even bottom six guys even kind of carry throughout the playoffs. See Vegas's bottom six right now, they're kind of doing most of the work. I mean, you obviously have the Marshall line, but the wall line's doing pretty well. Everybody has a role, and if everybody's not going, then your team's not gonna have success.
You talk about your competitiveness, your drive, your need to succeed. How does that impact your preparation for hockey outside of the rink the rest of your life?
I think just doing everything the right way and kind of doing things when people don't watch. I feel like that's when you kind of separate yourself. It's what you're doing when the lights aren't on you, and kind of like when you're by yourself or people aren't watching. So I think always trying to do the right thing and kind of prepare myself to be the best player I can be.
Character is really important for us in our organization. You can't win if you don't have good people. So the guys spend a lot of time trying to peel back, different layers and find out what they're all about. I mean, it could anything be from talking to the vice principal at a high school who's responsible for the discipline at that school to talking to trainers on teams. They know everything. A deep dive into what they're like as people, not just as players.
Do you think you would take me at 8 if I'm still available, or?
Depends who else is there, but you're under active consideration.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. So you won't tell me, I'm not telling you.
All right. Fair enough.
Should we?
Yeah.
I think so. I feel like I'm a winner. Teams all need that. I feel like I'm a leader, kind of driver. I think if you guys take me the day I come in for training camp or anything, you kind of see that like dominance is kind of already there, and I think you'll be proud of that.
We're getting our annual mock draft going with a strong emphasis on the word mock. I'll turn it over to our mock master right here to be able to break down all these picks that you guys have been researching all day long.
Well, Brian, I know you'd rather be drafting 32nd in the first round every year, but this year you've got the 8th overall pick. How valuable do you think this pick's going to be?
Yeah, I think it's a great year to be that high in the draft, to be a top 10 picking team. The last number of years, we haven't come close to that spot, so it's a different game you're playing in. So it's exciting for Ross and his staff, excited for everybody in our organization. There's a little more, I don't know what you call it, excitement, adrenaline, to see what happens, who becomes available at that pick.
Ryan, what do you bring to an NHL team?
I think leadership, kind of a lot of it of jam to the game. I think I Kind of a guy that kind of can change the way the game's played in a couple seconds with either a hit, a goal, or anything like that. Yeah, I think just kind of a power forward who kind of brings it all.
You start to have the ID what could happen tomorrow night.
I mean, yeah, but then again, it's draft day. Anything could really happen. It's just going to be a really happy moment for my family. Just can't wait.
With the 8th pick, Washington selects Ryan Leonard from the U.S. Development Program.
This guy falls into the category of guy that will help you win in the playoffs. His game translates to springtime hockey. He's a sturdy guy. He hits, he gets in there, yet he has skill and he can finish.
What did the moment feel like?
Heart was beating pretty fast. It's kind of a sigh of relief when your name's called, and yeah, just really looking forward to hugging my family right away.
You hugged the family right away. Any words exchanged?
Love you, proud of you, all that.
Has it gone through your mind yet? Maybe Leonard on the right side, Ovi on the left?
Who knows?
I don't remember in Buffalo you asked me if you're kicking or something. I wasn't going to say yes, but I really wanted to.
Good. Thank you.
By the way, guys, Ryan, did you have any sense that you might be coming to Washington?
Not a whole lot, honestly. Just kind of hoping and praying. It's even better that I'm staying in the red, white, and blue. What's up, Caps fans? Ryan Leonard here. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Go Caps.
Okay.
Congrats.
Play with Ovi?
Maybe.
What about Ovi? You think Ovi got it?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, eh?
Love the way he shoots the puck. So
They may ask him for some tips.
Yeah. Need to get in the half wall with him and learn how to do that. Try to make a living. So.
Yeah, Dave, he knows.
Whoa.
There you go. Another draft pick here.
Oh. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Ryan Leonard.
Come on down.
What are your thoughts when you heard GM Brian McClellan announcing your name that with the 8th overall pick you were heading to the Caps?
Yeah, really exciting. Washington is a tremendous city and can't wait to get there.
Obviously, it's been talked about that you're going to play with Alexander Ovechkin, and how cool is that? I'm sure it's a guy you grew up watching a lot.
Yeah, special player, generational guy who's made a lot of noise in the hockey world. So to get into an organization with him is really honoring, and kind of can't wait to get there. Maybe I'll see you later, Last. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Congrats. Unreal. Yeah, you too. Congrats.
No matter what you say or do, I'm always winning, I lose. I don't think you're hearing me, hey. I'm a winner. I'm here, don't forget. I'm a winner.
As you were watching the draft unfold, did you kind of have a sense this maybe end up being a Washington Capital?
Yeah, as the pick got closer, I feel like I kind of had a really good interview and good connection with all those guys. So, yeah, I knew it was going to be, if it happened, a happy spot for me and my family.
Did you get your guy in the first round?
You know what? We're really happy to call that young man's name out. Definitely one of the players that we were excited about. You go into the draft, usually you have some players targeted that you hope are going to be there when you pick. And I wasn't so sure he was going to be there. I thought he might have gone just before we picked, 2 or 3 picks before, but he was there and couldn't be happier.
Well, Ryan, welcome to D.C. What have the past few months been like for you? You went through the combine and the draft. Have you finally been able to catch your breath a little bit?
Yeah, it's kind of been a little bit all over the place. Definitely a cool summer, that's for sure, and one I'll remember forever.
You felt like you had a good fit, good connection with the people in Washington during the interview process. Did you have a good feeling that they were maybe going to pick you at 8 if you were still available?
Washington was kind of a spot that one of my top picks if I was able to go. Like you said, I had a really good connection, and yeah, I was available at 8, and I was fortunate enough they had enough trust in me to take me. Everybody here has been awesome and really welcoming, and I'm really looking forward to the future. Fans here are awesome. Hello.
Hello.
Hammers.
Hammers.
We love
the
413.
413.
That's it. Speedster. Joe LeMay. I always have my tongue out. I always have my tongue out. No swimming. I got sprayed with water. Mirago swim test.
Bang! Content's still rolling. Boys, we need to get on the score sheet. We're forwards. Come on. Woo! Time to take down red.
Hey, you young Quiggy?
You over there. Hey, I touch you whenever I want. I touch you whenever I want. Boys, let's go. It's for the championship. Woo! Yeah! Let's go! Woo! That's a championship. Here's our trophy. Good job, White. Good job, White. What a day.
What are you most looking forward to? College.
Playing in front of a student section and kind of going to school again. I've been in the classroom the past 2 years on this thing, like doing classes like that. So I think just kind of human interaction again, and kind of being able to play in front of your school and represent like your school like that, I think that'd be pretty cool.
The fan part, like you'll get a great experience. BU, BC, like the bean pot, all that stuff. Especially being from out there, like knowing what Hockey East is all about, going into even like against Maine.
Or playing UMass at UMass in my hometown.
Oh my God, you're gonna get booed.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
You're like, yes, that's awesome. Just enjoy it, keep working hard, and like I said, you're gonna be a huge part of this organization going forward. And Brooks kind of talked about it today. It's an opportunity. Don't take that lightly. Like this where this organization is going. You're an important cog in it. Continue to grow and get better and work on areas of your game. Be coachable, be competitive, be a fiery guy like you are, and I think you're gonna have a lot of success, and we'll be seeing you sooner than later, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.